Alright everyone, it's time to start Hellhunter Part 4.
Hellhunter Anti-Nomen. Speech mode off.
Load game.
Let's load the game and see what we can do here.
You have reached speedboat. Inside. To the outside.
Alright, so we're outside.
Alien exits the cabin and can't believe his eyes.
Blah,
that
blah,
creature
blah.
is
We've
clinging to the
already
side
heard
of the
Okay.
You have reached to inside edge of the boat. When Alien gets close, the creature says his usual phrase. This time, he won't hesitate. If it's a matter of making him lose his grip on the boat, then it's an achievable task.
Alright, so I'm just gonna hit this thing. Ow.
Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Less than 20.
Ah, crap, come on.
Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end.
See, I really don't...
Press the left arrow to load the last saved. You have reached to the outspeed.
I really don't want to use...
Alien exits the cabin and can't believe his eye.
I don't want to use too many blood vials because I'm running
You
out
have
of them.
to edge of the boat. When Alien gets...
Okay.
The battle begins. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower.
Oh, come on.
Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last. You have reached to the outs. Alien exits the cabin and can't believe his eye. You have reached to edge of the boat. When Alien gets close, the creature says his usual phrase. This time,
Okay.
the battle begins. Alien is getting slower.
I'm trying to figure out...
Getting slower. Less than 75% life points. Alien is getting slower. Less than 50% life points. Alien is getting slower. Less than 50% life points. The battle ends.
Oh, thank you.
Alien gains 600 experience points. Press control. Finally, Alien manages to make him fall. The threat is thwarted. He can return to the cabin. Crew member 5. Lifeboat. To inside. Lifeboat. There's a lifeboat in case of an emergency.
Alright, so...
Crew member 4. He's the fisherman of the crew. He's tanned. Crew member 5. He's an expert in weather. He sometimes rides the speedboat, or else he helps the fishermen.
So we got those people out there, and then the other
To
three
inside.
in there. Let's go back in here.
You have reached speedboat. Inside. You opened the inventory page. 2. Blood vial. You opened. You're back in the map. Saving. You saved the game.
Save the game, which will heal me.
Amelia. She's never seen a thing like that creature. Anyway, she invites Alien to rest. Tools. Crew member 2. He doesn't chat a lot. He's quiet and calm. Crew member 3. He's talkative and open, as expected from the role he has. Medical kit. The rest is for the crew.
Alright, so I can't use any more of those.
Bed. Weapons. Bed. Elian accepts the offer and goes to sleep. But after a few hours, his sleep is interrupted by the 2 members of the crew outside the cabin. Monsters on sight. Elian stands up. The hunt must start.
Alright, let's do this.
Weapons to the outside.
And we got that awesome jammin' battle music. Let's do this.
You have reached speedboat outside.
Actually, can I turn this down? Let's see.
You open instruct. Game battle 1 on 70 40 10. Alerts quit. Life point. You're back in the map. Life point. To inside. Crew member 5. Crew member 4. Apparently he saw some humanoid fish swimming around the speedboat. Crew member 5.
So we have some...
He says he has also seen another one, which looks like a humanoid turtle.
We've got some monsters to fight.
Crew lifeboat. Humanoid turtle. Fishman. Fishman. To inside. Fishman.
Alright, let's start with Fishman.
It's a humanoid covered in scales and with fins. The head resembles a fish. It jumps from the water and lands near Elian. The battle begins.
We got these things here.
The enemy is getting faster.
Okay.
The battle ends. Elian gains 200 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Press humanoid lifeboat. Crew member crew to inside.
I'm gonna go back into the ship here.
You have reached speed saving. You saved the game.
And save the game.
To the outside.
Let's go back out here and continue the
You
battle.
have reached speed lifeboat. Crew member to inside. Fishman.
Okay, that's a bug. That one's already done, but it's still showing up in the menu.
Fishman. It's a humanoid covered in scales and with fins. The head resembles a fish. It jumps from the water and lands near Elian. The battle begins. The enemy is getting faster. The battle ends. Elian gains 200 experience points. Elian gets blood vial. Lifeboat. Humanoid. Crew member. Crew to inside.
Go back in here. Heal once again.
You have reached speed saving. You saved the game to the outside.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, let's go back out here.
You have reached
And
lifeboat. Humanoid turtle.
Here's
This
turtle.
one is similar to the others, but its traits are more similar to those of a turtle. It also has a shell on its back. At a certain point it makes a great leap, and, with a trident in its webbed hands, it points toward Elian's throat. The battle begins. The enemy is shielded from attacks.
Now, here's the interesting thing. This thing will shield itself, and you have to dodge it. So you have to wait.
The enemy is not shielded anymore. The enemy is shielded from attacks.
Damn it. It's still fun to just hit it. Oh crap. Nope, can't hit it.
The enemy is not shielded anymore. The battle ends. Alien gains 250 experience points. Press
There we go.
Lifeboat. Crew member 4. Looks like he already saw some monsters, but Elian doesn't think he's suited to fight them. Crew member 5. Elian is surprised to notice that he already has a gun in his hand, and he would be ready to shoot if necessary. To inside.
Let's go back in here.
You have reached speed saving. You saved the game.
Save the game.
Amelia.
And talk to Amelia once again.
She doesn't know how to thank him and just hopes that this time his sleep will continue without any other problem. Tools. Crew member 2. He doesn't chat a lot. He's quiet.
Okay,
Crew
nothing.
medical. Bed.
Now, I wish I had more blood vials, but we will work with what we have.
Elian goes to sleep again. This time he finishes his rest. When he wakes up, there's a weird mood. There is silence inside the cabin, and the crew seems nervous. Maybe it's an idea to talk to them. Weapons to the saving point. Amelia. She's nervous. The mist is quite dense, and she has a bad feeling. Tools. Crew member 2. He just sits and waits for some update on the situation. Crew member 3. He has some bad news. Communication with the outside is interrupted. He's trying to restore the signal. Medical. Bed. Weapon to the outside. Problems with communications and mist. It's not necessarily caused by paranormal phenomena, but Elian is ready for any eventuality and goes out to check. The mist is dense indeed. At a certain point it appears there's something inside it. It's a ghost ship. It's quite old. Probably it has centuries on its shoulders, and its condition proves that. A few meters from the speedboat it stops as well. Elian thinks that it's a good idea to investigate. You have reached speedboat, lifeboat.
Now, this is where things get interesting, because now we're going to face the ghost ship and have to go through that.
Crew member 4. His mouth is still open while he stares at the ghost ship. Crew member 5. Even he gets nervous at the sight of the ghost ship. To inside. To the ghost ship. Lifeboat. To inside.
But before we go there...
You have reached speed saving. You saved the game.
Aim to save the game.
You opened the inventory page. 4. Blood vial. You're back to the outside.
Alright, so I've got some blood vials now. I'm going to keep these in reserve because you can't really get more blood vials in the ghost ship, so just be aware of that.
You have reached speedboat. To the ghost ship. Elian hops aboard. As expected, there's no crew at all. Not alive, at least. He thinks it's better to start checking from the stern. The helm should be there. Elian knows that this place is very dangerous. A ghost ship. He can't expect to find blood anywhere, not even by monsters. So he should use the blood vials he still has very wisely, and rely on the floating gems he might find, eventually. You have reached ghost ship, main deck.
And here we are. So,
Main mast.
we have
It is damaged.
mast.
The sails are torn apart. Skeleton corpses. Elian feels like some of those skeletons were not pirates on the ship, judging by some pieces of cloth still attached to the bones. Cannons. Elian takes a look. They are still in good condition. It's possible that they can still fire. Cannonballs. There are many cannonballs scattered near the cannons. In case of a battle with cannons, it would be handy.
Alright.
To the speedboat. To the stern.
So we can go back to the speedboat, or we can go
To the bow.
to other parts of the ship.
To below deck. Main mast.
So let's go
To the bow.
let's go here first.
Elian wants to check the stern first of all.
Oh, well, I guess I can't.
To the stern. Here's the stern. Elian can see the helm in the quarterdeck. In front of him, there's a door. It might be the captain's room. You have reached Ghost Ship, stern. Quarterdeck. Above the quarterdeck, there's the helm. In front of Elian, there's a door. It could be the captain's room. In the surrounding area, there are slashes everywhere. Helm. Elian checks the helm. It's blocked. He thinks it's best to check the anchor in the bow. Broken aquabus. It has been hit by something quite heavy. It's an antique model, by the way. To the main deck, to the captain's room. It's locked from the other side. It looks like Elian will have to find a path inside the ship to reach the room.
Yeah, so you can't get in that way.
Quarterdeck, to the main deck. Broken aquabus. To the...
Let's go back here.
You to below Ghost Ship, to the stern, to the speedboat, to the bow. The bowsprit is damaged, and the figurehead as well. The anchor should be on the right.
Sorry.
You have reached Ghost Ship.
Had to readjust my headphones. Alright, so
Hole.
we have a hole here.
There's a small hole on the floor. Not enough to fall inside it, but enough to make you stumble. It's too dark to see through the hole. Bowsprit. It's damaged as well. There's a noticeable crack in it. Anchor. The anchor is still set sail, so something is wrong. Elian thinks it's time to explore the ship from inside. Figurehead. It represents a woman, from the head down to the bust. It's damaged, and half of the face is missing. To the main deck.
Alright, hang on a second. Sorry, my headphones in my ear are bothering me. Okay, I think we're good now. Alright, let's go below deck and start investigating.
You have reached to below deck.
Here we go.
All passages that connect to the rear of the below deck are sealed. Maybe Elian can avoid the obstacles passing through the hold. In the room, there are a few skeletons, but they move, and their weapons point towards him. You have reached Ghost Ship, below deck,
Well, it's not.
center.
It's not quite as noisy down here.
Saving point. You saved the game.
Also, this is nice because
You saved the game.
it heals me.
Skeleton.
So we'll take full advantage of that.
The battle begins.
Ow.
The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. Press control to continue.
Okay.
Corpse. Skeleton. Saving. You saved the game. Skeleton.
That's not there anymore.
Corpse. This corpse comes from the outside. He died recently, since the corpse still has flesh. In a state of decomposition, of course. The cause of death is probably all the cuts on his body. Sealed path. Many layers of wood are nailed to block the path, which is closed almost airtight. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends.
So, the primary enemies that you'll face down here are skeletons and ghosts.
To the main deck. To the hold. Front exit. Saving point. You saved the game.
No, I don't think the front exit will let me go there. Or maybe it will. Let's see.
Here the crew stored all the weapons. For some reason there aren't many cannonballs here. Elian saw many of them on the deck near the cannons. He wonders what happened. You have reached Ghost Ship. Armory. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends.
Yeah, okay.
Alien gain. Weapons. Skeleton. Front exit. Skeleton. Weapons. There are many fighting weapons. Most of them are rusty. But Alien wouldn't touch even the ones in good condition. Not if they are inside a ghost ship. They could be cursed or haunted. Rag. It's filthy and moldy. It was used to clean the weapons. Once upon a time. Bucket. There's still some water inside it. It looks stagnant. Back exit. Front exit. Skeleton. Front exit.
So if we go here through this front exit...
In this part of the ship, there are more skeletons. There might be a reason. There's also some ghosts. You have reached Ghost Ship. Below deck. Front.
Now the problem with these ghosts is I won't be able to hit them until I get something.
Barrel. It's empty inside. It's also pierced at some point. Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends.
So these skeletons aren't that hard.
Alien gains what? Broken lifeboat. Skeleton. Broken. It has been crushed with many blows. There's some nail scratches. There's actually even some human nails stuck in the wood. Ghost.
No.
The battle begins.
Now what you'll notice...
Alien is getting...
Because I can't hit them.
Alien is getting... Alien is getting... Alien is getting...
I can't hit these.
Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press Control to continue. Barrel. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory. Hole. Broken life. Hole. There's a hole in the right wall. The one toward the speedboat. It's quite wide. To the armor. To the cabin.
Let's go into this cabin.
As expected, there are many skeletons here. Many hammocks are placed here and there. There's a trunk that draws Elian's attention. You have reached Ghost Ship. Cabin. To below deck. Skeleton. The battle begins. More than 75% life points. The battle ends.
Alright.
Alien gains what? Holes. Skeleton. Holes. The walls of this room are pierced at many points by large objects. But it doesn't seem like a barrage of cannonballs. Trunk. Alien checks inside the trunk and finds a rusty key in its bottom. Skeleton.
Keys are always good.
The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien game. Dice. There wasn't much entertainment back in that time, especially during a long journey by sea. Skeleton.
Oh, come on.
The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien game. Hammocks. Some of them are ripped or worn by time. To below deck. Skeleton. To below.
Let's go back here.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold.
Now you can go into the hold.
There are many ghosts here. Alien notices that they are gathered on one side of the room. On the other side, there's a symbol on the ground and a door. You have reached ghost ship. Hold. Front. To the treasure room.
Yeah, this is locked, I believe.
The door is locked.
Yep.
At the foot of the door, there's the trace of a dried bloodstain. To below deck, floor. On the ground, there's a symbol attached to the wood, near a door. Rotten supplies. The only reason why there's no animal or insect among them is because this is a ghost ship. Metal scraps. Most of them are shards of blades or guns. In some cases, they're almost crumbled. Ghost.
Oh, crap.
The battle. Alien is getting. Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting. Alien is getting.
Crap.
Alien manages to escape. The battle ends.
So, there's the symbol.
Press Control to continue. Ghost.
Oh, come on.
The battle.
Come on. Trying to save my blood vials for the boss.
Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press Control to continue. Metal scraps. Rotten floor. To below. To the treasure room. Metal scraps. To below deck.
Alright, so nothing there.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory.
Go back to the armory.
You have reached ghost ship. Armory. Front exit. Back exit.
Let's go back here.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Center. Saving. You saved the game.
Alright, save the game.
Front to the hold.
go into the hold here, and I should be able to head towards the back of the ship.
The access to the front of the hold is blocked, but the rear is still connected by a door. From through the walls, some ghost appears. This is not good. Alien's weapons can't kill them. You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Center. Ghost.
Ah.
The battle begins. Alien is getting Alien is getting... Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting slow. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends.
I think I may have done
Press
this out of
control
order.
to continue.
Let's see.
Puddle. There's a little water infiltration. Apparently, it's not under the level of the sea, or the situation would be worse. Sealed path. Even here, the way is blocked. It's an impressive work of carpentry, anyway. Ghost.
Just got some more ghosts.
Bat.
So I'm just gonna dodge these.
Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting... Alien is getting... Alien is getting... Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Puddle. Sealed path. To below deck. Back exit. Alien opens the door with the rusty key. Luckily, it's still usable. To back.
Here we go.
From here, it should be possible to reach the rear of the below deck. Some other skeleton is there, but what worries Alien the most is a creepy presence on the other side of the room. You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Back. Necklace. There's a necklace near the corpse. It could have emotional value. Corpse. It's a woman, as is obvious by the dress. Alien can't help imagining how it ended. Skeleton. The battle begins.
I do not like the combat in this game.
The battle ends. Alien. Banshee. Front skeleton. Front to below necklace. There's a necklace near the corpse. To front Banshee. There's a female ghost who guards the passage to the below deck. It's a banshee, an ethereal body which makes screams strong enough to be considered a deadly weapon. As soon as Alien gets close enough, she starts to scream. First-hand experience is always worse than any previous knowledge. Alien has to cover his ears. The problem is that probably, since she's a ghost, he won't be able to damage her. So Alien will give it a try, but gets ready to retreat in case his suspicions prove correct. The battle begins.
Yep. I can't hit the ghost.
Alien is getting weaker. Alien is getting slower.
Ooh, I do not like that sound. I don't like that sound. That is a very bad sound.
Alien is getting weaker. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting weaker. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting weaker. Alien is getting slower. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control. As expected, his weapons just pass through her body, so he retreats. Alien has an intuition. There could be a holy symbol somewhere in the ship, probably not too far from the keel. If he finds it, then he will be able to defeat any ghost or similar creatures. Front egg to below necklace. There's a necklace near the corpse. It could have emotional value. To below deck. While that banshee guards the passage, it won't be possible to proceed. Front.
So I think I have to go back to the treasure room, or the place outside the treasure room.
You have reached ghost ship. Hold. Center. Back exit to below deck. Ghost.
Oh, come on, I don't want to fight these.
The battle.
Problem with this game is, if you do things out of order,
Alien is getting slow.
it doesn't work, and you gotta go back.
Alien is getting. Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting slow. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Ghost.
No, I don't.
The bat. Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting slow. Alien is getting. Alien is getting. Alien manages to escape. The battle ends. Press control to continue. Paddle. Sealed part. To below deck.
Okay, let's see.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Center. Saving. You saved the game.
Save the game.
Front egg.
Let's go through here.
You have reached ghost ship. Armory. Front egg.
Go through here.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold. To the cabin. To the...
Let's go into the hold.
You have reached ghost ship. Hold. Front. To the treasure room. To below deck floor. Looking closer, Elian realizes that this is the holy symbol of an ancient pagan religion. As expected. During his career, he made many rituals to consecrate the surface of some area of this sea. Covering a whole sea is not a task that someone alone can achieve in a few years. Someone before him also did it during that time. Anyway, it's unlikely a ghost ship could manage to avoid for all this time all the consecrated areas that would mean their destruction. But if a holy symbol is applied to them, then that's another story. They can travel anywhere. Elian removes the holy symbol and wears it like a necklace. Now he should be able to defeat ghosts and the banshee as well.
Yep, so now we can go
to below deck.
Back over here, back to the back area of the ship, defeat the banshee.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold. To the cabin. To the hold.
Wait, let's go back in here.
You have reached ghost ship. Hold. To the treasure room. To below deck. Floor. To the ghost.
Oh, come on.
The battle.
Actually, now I can hit these ghosts.
The battle ends. Elian gains 190 experience points. Elian increases his experience level.
That's good.
To the treasure room. To below deck. Floor. To below deck. To the... The door is locked. At the foot of the door, there's the... To below...
So now it's locked. I need to figure out how to get back over to the back part of the ship.
You have reached ghost ship.
Let's see.
Below deck. Front. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory.
Oh yeah, armory, and then we go back exit.
You have reached ghost ship. Armory. Front back exit.
Go through here.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Center. Save. You saved the game. Front to the hold.
Then we go into the hold here and to the back exit. And I should be able to fight the Banshee.
You have reached ghost ship. Hold. Back exit.
Here we go.
You have reached go to below front Banshee. Elian has a holy symbol with him. The Banshee is already reacting to it. Now he can defeat her.
That's right.
The battle begins.
Ow.
Elian is getting weaker. Elian is getting slower.
There we go.
The battle ends. Elian gains 500 experience points. Press the Banshee dissolves. Now it's possible to proceed. Skeleton.
Oh, do I have to
The battle begins.
Fine.
The battle ends. Elian gains 1. Front exit to below deck.
Come on.
This place is empty. No one arrived here, apparently. In front of Elian, there's just one door. He prepares his weapon for what will be behind it.
Oh, this is the boss area.
You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Back. Saving point. You saved the game.
Oh, and this also lets me heal. Good.
Sealed path. To the hold. Sealed. The other side of that wood barrier. Elian wonders what required such a measure. To the hold. To the captain's room. Saving point. To the... You saved the game. To the captain's room.
Alright, boss time.
The room has a shelf full of books, some treasure, and an old map of a portion of this continent. Before Elian, there's a desk, and behind it, the remains of the captain sits in the chair. At the moment, he just lies there. You have reached ghost ship, captain's room.
And it is eerily quiet in here.
Treasures, bookshelf, skeleton captain, logbook, old map, to below deck, to the stern, treasures. Many valuable jewels, crowns, and coins are placed around the room. The trophies of a life dedicated to pillage. Although nowadays the value of those items would be huge, Elian doesn't dare to collect the treasure of a ghost ship. It never ends well with things like this. Bookshelf. Many old stories are written in those books. That's probably how the captain spent his time during his travels. Skeleton captain. He wears the typical pirate hat of the shared imagination. He also wears a necklace. It seems familiar. Looks like he shot himself in the head. Since he doesn't move, it seems like he's just a corpse. Logbook. Old map. There's a part of this continent represented here. Even if back then it was a very good map, with modern technology, it's now quite inaccurate.
Alright, so...
To below... Oh, logbook.
Well, we're going to trigger the boss battle.
Elian leans toward the logbook, but he retracts his hand just a second before a blade cuts down. The captain's skeleton reacts to that, and now he stands up.
Oh boy.
In his right hand he wields a sword, in the left an arquebus. Elian notices for a moment a roach moving quickly from the cavity of his left eye to the right one. He's a bit disgusted, so he focuses on the battle.
Ugh.
The battle begins.
Ooh. Ow. Does he have a shotgun? Ooh. Sneaky. Sneaky son of a bitch. Ha ha! I know your tricks, buddy. Ooh.
Elian is defeated. Seems like this is the end.
Okay, let's try that
Press
again.
the left arrow to load the... You have... Saving ghost ship. Sealed. To the hold. To the captain.
Let's go in here. And...
The room has a shelf full of books.
Swear.
Some treasure, and an old map of a portion of this.
Blah, blah, blah.
To below... Ghost. Logbook. Elian leans toward the logbook, but he retracts his hand just a second before a blade comes.
Yeah.
The battle begins.
Damn it.
Elian is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load. To the hole. To the saving. Sealed. To the hole. To the captain.
I hate these stupid special attacks.
The room has a shelf full of books. Some treasure.
Blah, blah, blah.
To below. Old logbook. Elian Lee.
Sure.
The battle 100% life points. Less than 50% life points.
Damn it!
Elian is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last saved. You have reached Ghost. To the hole. To the captain.
Come on.
The room has a shelf full of books. Some treasure, and an old map of a portion of this. You have to the start. Ghost ship. Old map. There's a part. Logbook. Elian leans toward the logbook, but he retracts his hand just a...
Blah, blah, come on.
The battle begins.
I can't even react that fast. How the hell are you...
He has no more blood vials.
Where's your gunshot gonna be, huh, buddy? Oh, shit.
Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last. You have to the cap. Go. You opened the inventory page. 4. You quit. Get alert. You're back to the hole. Sealed part. To the cap. Say to.
Come on, it shouldn't be this hard.
The room has a shelf full of books. Some treasure. You have to the step to below. Old logbook. Log. Alien Lee.
Right.
The battle begins.
Damn it, how the hell are you supposed to...
Less than 25.
Oh, come on!
Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the to the captain's room. Ghost ship. Below deck. Back. The room has a shelf full of books. Some treasure.
Come on, I don't care.
To below. Old ghost ship. Skeleton cap. Logbook. Alien leans toward. The battle begins.
Sneaky son of a bitch. Do as much damage as I can to you.
He has no more blood vials.
Oh, come on.
Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last save. You have reached. Go to the captain's room. The room has a shelf full of books.
This is pissing me off.
You have to the start, to below, to treasures, to old map, logbook. Alien lean.
Okay.
The battle 100% life points. Less than 75% life points.
Oh, thank you.
The battle ends. Alien gains 700 experience points. Alien gets blood vial. Press Control to continue. The skeleton collapses and falls into pieces. Was he protecting the logbook?
Ooh, thank you. Okay, let's see here.
You opened the inventory page. 1 blood vial. You're back in the to below old map to below deck. It's not the time to go back. To the stern. To old logbook. Treasure. To the stern. To below deck. Old map. Logbook. Elian starts to browse the logbook. Maybe he can find a clue to what's happening. His attention is caught starting from the part in which the crew finds an incredible treasure. A huge stock of chests, in particular one which is very large. They placed everything inside the treasure room and parted until dawn. The day after, they decided to take a look at the treasure and divide it among them. Suddenly, many screams alerted the captain, who rushed to check the situation, and what he saw was terrifying. It took a lot of effort and deaths to stop that damned demon.
So basically, I'm examining this book over and over again.
The balance of dead was tremendous. The crew had been halved that day. Among repairs, corpses, and treating the wounded, the mood was gloomy. No one said a word. The captain felt like something bad might happen. So among the repairs, he asked a carpenter to place a wood barrier inside the ship. Also, he told his woman in private that she would have to leave on a lifeboat in the middle of the night. That fateful night finally arrived, the one in which he planned the escape of the woman. No one was looking, and he was shut in his room while her lover departed. The room was inaccessible from the outside, since he knew that it would happen. What he didn't know was they would decide to act this night. Many voices barked his name out loud. Then another voice joined in. It started to scream. Scream and scream and scream and scream.
Well, this is not at all creepy.
He was powerless and trapped inside the cage he created for himself. So useless and desperate, on the verge of losing his mind, among tears and blood. From the outside, the barks continued. Many blows to the barricades, unceasingly. After many hours, he heard a loud noise from the outside, and the waves started to churn as if a tidal wave was happening. The barks turned into yelps, and many steps in all directions followed.
Yeah.
Elian arrives at the last page of the logbook. The calligraphy worsens a lot in the last pages. He starts reading again. Just after a lot of explosions, impacts and screams followed. He made an opening in the wall and witnessed what he described as a marvelous show. In one last note he wrote, "Oh, my lord, I beg you, exterminate those traitors, those filthy dogs. Please avenge us, Kraken, and my soul will be yours forever." The logbook ends here. A few seconds later, the sea is upset, the ship sways. Elian must check outside.
Oh boy. And here we go.
Bookshelf, logbook, old to below, to the treasure to below. It's not the time to go back. To the stern. Elian unlocked the door. Treasure to the to below. It's not the time to go back.
You're not gonna let me save, are you?
To the stern.
Fine.
Elian quickly gets out of the room, which leads to the stern. His worst fear materializes. A huge kraken is emerging from the sea. The vehicles must be stuck on his tentacles. Elian is a vampire hunter. A kraken simply is not his cup of tea. He's not specialized to fight against a monster like that. Yet the cannons on the main deck might be what he needs. You have reached Ghost Ship, stern. Quarter deck to the captain, to the main deck.
Let's go here on the deck and get ready for anything.
You have reached Ghost Ship, Main deck.
So,
Main mast, skeleton, cannons. Elian quickly counts the cannons. 12 in total nearby, 6 for each side. And since the Kraken is aligned with one of the sides, there are enough cannons for Elian and the crew. He's going to talk to the crew to convince them to help him with the cannons. Skeleton, main to below deck, to the bow, to the stern, to the speedboat. Elian quickly returns to the speedboat. The crew is all outside the cabin. They are scared to death. Convincing them to help him with cannons might prove even harder than escaping from the Kraken. You have reached speedboat, outside, lifeboat, to the ghost ship, to inside.
let's go back inside here.
You have reached speedboat, inside, saving point.
Save the game.
You saved the game. Tools, medical, bed, weapon to the outside.
And now we
You
have to
reached
talk to the crew.
speedboat, lifeboat. Crew member 2. He's on the verge of freaking out. The shotgun in his hands is useless. Not even dangerous for the crew. Crew member 3. He's panicking. Even his chattiness won't help him this time. Amelia. Crew to inside. Crew member. He's very agitated. The gun in his hand is shaking. Crew member 5. Even his resolve is wavering before the Kraken. Crew member 4. Amelia. Amelia is shaking, but she's the leader. If Elian wants their cooperation, then he must convince her first of all. They don't know what to do. Elian explains the situation. They are too scared to help. Meanwhile, the Kraken keeps on with its rampage. At a certain point, while Elian is trying to find the right words to make them react, a tentacle of the Kraken suddenly moves toward the speedboat. Elian doesn't make it in time to warn the crew, and so it hits the second member of the crew full in the head. There's nothing to do. It tears his head off, and the body falls. The crew starts to scream and freak out as they see his neck still spilling blood. Elian immediately shouts at them with all his voice to calm down. It seems to have some effect. With a harsh and unshakable voice, he tells the crew, especially Amelia, to stand up and help him with the cannons, or it will be the end for everyone. Amelia is with Elian, and in a few seconds the crew is ready to go.
Now, before we go,
Crew member Amelia, crew member 4, crew member 3, crew member 2, lifeboat, crew member... This is a terrible situation, and Elian has very few blood vials left. He starts wondering if they will be enough against the Kraken. Then he glances for a second towards the pool of blood below the dead crew member. The blood is still fresh. It's quite inappropriate, but actually he's an unexpected source of blood, which might be used to help Elian and the other crew members to survive this place. Will Elian draw some blood from the corpse? Press the left... This is not the moment to hesitate. Elian stops thinking, and, while the other crew members are looking towards the ghost ship, he swiftly kneels down and uses his powers to manipulate the blood of their mate. Elian makes sure to not get too much of it, so the corpse won't look dried, so he obtains 2 blood vials.
that'll have to do.
Now he must use them wisely for the Kraken. This is the last blood he can count on. Lifeboat. To the ghost, to inside.
So let's go back in here and save.
You have reached saving. You saved the game.
And now we're going to fight the Kraken.
To the outside.
And this is pretty easy.
You have reached speed to the ghost ship.
So let's go back to the ship here. And use the cannons.
Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly move towards the cannons that point towards the Kraken and start to fire. The Kraken is huge, but the explosions have some effect on him after all. Now it's Elian's turn.
Alright, let's do this.
You have reached main skeleton cannons. Elian positions himself next to one of the last 2 free cannons and starts to fire. The Kraken becomes agitated and swings a tentacle towards Elian. He dodges it with perfect timing, but it hits the ship instead, making it shake. Elian must take into account that even if he manages to keep dodging it, the ship could be destroyed before they have the chance to escape. He must consider the eventuality of being hit on purpose to protect the ship during the battle. In any case, it will be a fight against time, so he doesn't waste a second. The battle begins.
What the hell?
Elian is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last saved game. You have reached speedboat. Inside to the outside. Weapons to saving to the out.
Come on.
You have reached speedboat. Outside. To the ghost. Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly moved.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have made cannons. Scout cannon. Elian. The battle begins. Elian is defeated.
Oh, I hate this.
Seems like this is the end. Press the left arrow to load the last saved game. You have reached speed to the outside. You have reached speed to the ghost.
So I'm gonna try to hit it 2 or 3 times and then dodge it.
Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly moved. You have reached ghost ship. Main deck. Main map skeleton cannons. Elian position. The battle begins. Battle ends. Elian makes a perfect dodge. The tentacle lands on the main deck, but that blow causes a terrible noise. Elian grows pale. That was the keel, and it's been crushed. A few seconds later, the main deck, actually the whole ship, splits in half. Both the parts incline, while the stern and the bow are pointing toward the sky. The crew and Elian fall helplessly into the sea. They desperately try to reach the speedboat, but this time the Kraken grabs it with a tentacle and smashes it, then tosses the remains towards them. The most lucky ones die with the blow. Then the Kraken aims at them, and someone gets hit by a tentacle. Someone else is grabbed and squeezed to death. It is a massacre. Elian swims in the opposite direction with all his strength, but there's no match in the sea. He just delays his death, which inevitably comes a few moments later, as for all living things. Press the left arrow to load the last saved game. Press the right arrow to go back to the main menu.
That's the bad ending. If you dodge too many times, the deck or the ship gets hit too many times.
Press the left arrow to load the last saved game. To the outside. Save to the outside.
I'll try this one more time.
Saving to the out. Weapon to the out. You have reached speedboat. Out to the ghost ship. Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly move towards the... You have reached main cannons. Elian... The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian makes a perfect dodge. The tentacle lands on the main deck. But that blow...
Okay, that's enough.
Press the left... Exit game.
Okay, I'm not dealing with this right now.
Speech mode talk. Somehow
I'm supposed to defeat that Kraken with 3 blood vials. I think you have to deliberately get hit a few times to avoid the ship taking too much damage. I don't like this fight. This fight is irritating, and we are quickly getting to a part of the game that irritates me quite a lot, actually. But that will be coming up, I guess, next in part 5. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys take care.